Prince Harry and Prince William were almost not invited to Windsor Walkabout. Endgame author Omid Scobie shares the brief notice Prince Harry and Meghan received about the public outing after Queen Elizabeth's death. Prince William, Kate Middleton, Prince Harry and Meghan's united appearance. After Queen Elizabeth's death almost did it happen, Omid Scobie writes in Endgame. In the book, Scobie writes that King Charles nudged Prince William to invite the Duke and Duchess of Sussex to view tributes and greet the public with him and Princess Kate after Queen Elizabeth died in September 2022. Essentially, he told William to swallow his pride and invite his brother and sister-in-law to join them when they greeted mourners and well-wishers in Windsor that day. William wasn't keen. This was his moment with the public, but the king put pressure on him. Scobie quotes a palace source as saying in Endgame. According to the book, shortly before the outing, Prince William sent his first text message in months to Harry, suggesting it would be good if they came along, too. Speaking exclusively surrounding the release of Endgame, which chronicles both the breakdown of the royal family and the weakening of the modern monarchy, Scobie stresses that the Windsor Walkabout was King Charles' idea. The author adds that a source said it was all led by their father, that he was the one that made the suggestion. Commenting on the significance of the appearance, which marked the first time that the couples had appeared together in years. It showed that all four are capable of switching it on and doing what's right in the moment, Scobie says. I thought potentially that could open doors to other moments of seeing what matters and putting certain things to one side, just to coexist or to find some sort of common ground, he tells. But I think the thing that surprised me the most was that afterward everyone just went their own ways and nothing happened beyond that. Scobie also decodes the brief notice Harry and Meghan had for the public moment as a sign of William's indifference. The fact that it was about to go ahead without the Sussexes, who were only asked 40 minutes beforehand, shows just how close William was to not doing it at all. And if it wasn't for Charles, it would have happened, Scobie says. Kensington Palace had said that Prince William invited his brother and sister-in-law to join them. The Prince of Wales thought the walkabout to greet the crowds was an important show of unity at an incredibly difficult time for the family, a royal source told. However, a friend of Kate's told that it was her idea. She didn't want her or William to have any regrets, the friend said. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex were in Europe for a series of charitable events when Harry's grandmother died at age 96. The couple, who relocated to Meghan's home state of California in 2020, extended the trip to attend the funeral events. While relations remain strained between Prince Harry and Meghan and some other members of the royal family following the US move, Scobie writes that the Sussexes wanted to do the right thing after Queen Elizabeth's death and quickly readied for the appearance in Windsor. The foursome took an emotional tour of the tributes honoring Queen Elizabeth and connected with well-wishers at Windsor Castle for about 40 minutes. In Endgame, Scobie writes that Prince William orchestrated a somewhat forced photo of the group together and recapped that newspapers later credited the heir to the throne as behind the united front, which he says both Buckingham Palace and Sussex sources have denied. The foursome later left in the same car, and reports later emerged that both couples found the outing difficult. While Robert Jobson wrote in his book Our King, Charles III that Kate later said, the outing was one of the hardest things she'd ever had to do. A source told that Meghan felt similarly about the walkabout. That's the longest they had ever been away from the kids. And then on top of it, knowing what's being said out there, it was very difficult, the source said. When I spoke to people in their orbit, they admit that it hadn't quite gone to plan, says Omid Scobie, author of the new book Endgame. When I spoke to people in their orbit, they admit that it hadn't quite gone to plan. Author Omid Scobie, whose new book Endgame is out the 28th of November, tells. They really need to establish what their purpose is. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have experienced growing pains finding a path to success in their next chapter. Harry and Meghan announced their intention to step back as senior members of the royal family and work to become financially independent before moving to Meghan's home state of California months later. During a surprise appearance at Variety's Power of Women event, Meghan hinted at future projects in the works. We have so many exciting things on the slate, she told Variety on the red carpet. I can't wait until we can announce them. We are just really proud of what we are creating, and my husband is loving it too. Later, he says, the first question I had to sources was, do you think that this will lead to something else? The answer, a firm no. In the bombshell new book, Scobie reveals the depth of the damage between the royal brothers, and why their broken bond is a threat to the monarchy's future. Nearly a year after Spare's publication, absolutely nothing has changed, says Scobie. Thank you for watching. If you like our video, would you please help us like, share and subscribe our channel. Wish you happy to see our videos. Thank you very much.